one of my favorite recipes from my childhood memories, my mother's New England boiled dinner. Now, many people have told me that when they hear New England boiled dinner, they think it means seafood. But I grew up in upstate New York, out in the country, and my mom made New England boiled dinner with ham. And you can use any kind of ham you like. I had to be inventive here because I didn't have regular, butt ham or something like that. All I had was this sliced ham. So I'm just going to use that. It will taste great and it'll flavor the broth just fine. So I'm putting that in a pot of water. And to that I am adding a cut up small head of cabbage. I am adding several stalks of celery. I've already got some in there. I am putting in carrots. And I have peeled one. I've got more to do here. And I'll just rough chop these, because this is kind of a rough chop type of dinner with big pieces in the pot. Alright, another carrot. Try to get them uniform in size so they cook the same amount of time. Like if one part is really thick, you can cut that one in half lengthwise so it cooks the same as the slimmer side of the slimmer end of the carrot. Okay, peel the carrots, chop them up. All these peels will go in my compost pile. You may hear me say that several times, many times, when you see me make different recipes. Now, when I get a carrot like this that's got this big groove down it, I shave it right down to where it's flat again, because I just get the feeling that it could harbor some kind of bacteria or something in there. So I just get it down flat and then peel the rest of it. I mean, we are putting it in boiling water, so I'm not too worried about anything. Alright, now we're going to need onions in it. Usually I use some nice bulb onions. I don't have any bulb onions today, so I went out in my garden and I picked one of my long Egyptian walking onions. So I'm just going to slice this up and stick it in there, and I would prefer to have my bulb onions, nice yellow onions or something, and just quarter them up and stick them in there. But when you don't have the thing you want, you can make do with something else, and this will do nicely. After raising 7 kids on not a whole lot of money, I learned to make do with what you have and make it work. And this will work. So I'm going to slice this end up a little more because this end tends to be pretty thick and a little tougher. So we'll slice it up the middle to give it some time to, some room to soften as it cooks. And this upper part is just tubular. So just make circles. These Egyptian walking onions are great though. You have them all winter long. It's like scallions. They keep all winter in the garden, even under the snow. Okay, that should do me. Now for seasonings, I'm going to put in maybe 3 bay leaves. I'm getting to the bottom of my jar here, so some are broken up. I'm going to put in maybe 6 or 8 peppercorns. You want to try and fish these out afterward because it's not really, I could put them in a cheesecloth or something, but yeah, just fish them out afterward. They're not very pleasant to bite down on or to get a whole mouthful of pepper. And then for salt, now of course the ham will have salt in it, so you don't need a whole lot of salt. I'm going to put maybe a half a teaspoon in, and for this big pot, and then we'll taste it later and see if I need any more. I may need more. So then all I do is I give it a stir. Ham, cabbage, carrots, celery, onion, some spices, and we let that all cook down so that the flavor of the ham goes all through the veggies. This is one of my favorites. Alright, I'm going to put a lid on it. And keep it on a simmer. And I'm going to let that go a couple hours. And we'll be back in a bit. And I'll show you what to do. Hold the phone. I'm back. I forgot the potatoes. I knew I was forgetting something. Okay, I just scrubbed these potatoes. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or 6 of them here. And then I just cut them up in a rough chop again. You know, a little bigger than bite size probably. Or if you want to make them bite size, you can. But I think they might get too mushy if you made them much smaller. So I just have them and then cut them in like 6 pieces and put those in. Like that. Yeah, you can't have New England boiled dinner without potatoes. Okay, you get the gist of this. I'll get all the potatoes in. When I get back, we'll be talking about finishing up. Thanks. Okay, we're kind of jumping ahead here, but the only thing I did was I poured the liquid off what I had boiled in the pot, and drained it, put butter, salt, and pepper on it, and dished it out. Hubby came home in a big hurry. He already had his serving. So we're serving up our New England boiled ham dinner with a nice swirl pumpernickel rye bread and a glass of iced tea with mint from my garden. And it was really, really delicious. So try this New England boiled dinner. It's so simple to make and so tasty. And send me some comments and let me know what you think. Thank you. Bye-bye.